What is going on, everybody? This is Sean4225 coming at you with another live stream slash YouTube video. Um, just a quick second. We'll get this started in just a second. For some reason, it's not saying I'm live like it usually does. Um, yeah, so just give me just a second. I guess I'm gonna have to play the broadcast to make sure I don't get offline. Mute. Alright, well, it looks like we're online, so here we go. Sorry about that, guys. You know how Xbox is. Anyways, this is basically a tour of the survival world. It's been about, like, what? It's been about, what, a month? 2 months? So, we're just gonna kind of show you a different couple changes, or hold on. Alright, sorry about that. So the front is really the biggest change here. One, if you notice the entrance, I just did this today actually. I had to move it, so I added the windows. I actually did a little more fancier window. It looks a little weird, and that's because it is. It's, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think I know what block that block up there got screwed up, but I don't know how to fix it, so. I, see if I have. No, I don't. Okay. So, as many of you know, we, we're thinking of basically running this into basically a community world or a faction type world. So, a lot of the upcoming things that you'll see here in a second will explain a lot of that. First off, that building and then that sign you'll see in a minute. This will be our tree farm area. I have little plots laid out. This will be oak all along this trail here. And then further in we'll have jungle in the far back once we take out the actual jungle. And we'll have spruce. I don't know. We may do more oak here, just because it's a small area. Because I do want to have a trail going this way. So we'll figure it out once we get further down the line. Right now, it's just been me that's building it. As you can see, I actually have diamond. I've been mining a lot, and I found a lot of diamonds. So, but yeah, to explain these two things, like I said, it's going to be a community. This is going to be the main community, and then we'll have other communities. We have a couple that are actually active, but no members. But yeah, we got. So basically, the barrier here. Anyone that wants to come in, they can't go through there or past this without my permission or viruses or my other two moderators that are in the community. Sorry, I have to also keep my eye in the back to make sure it doesn't crash or anything. um, so yeah, that's what this whole fence is about. Um, they can, however, come through in here, and none of these chests will be here. I think this wall, I might actually take this section out and put a legitimate wall, and this wall here will be full of furnaces, and maybe a crafting bench. So yeah, that's what this whole thing is, but for now it's just going to stay like this because I've been doing a lot of customization to it. I actually finished this building today just as much as I was working on the front here with the stairs and this. So, but if you want to go past the gate, you can come through here, and like I said, since this is a trading center, people have to have, mainly it'll either be me, Virus, or my moderators that, we'll have non-moderators live with us in the main community. However, we'll be the only ones that access this. So you can come through here and get what you need. Of course, I haven't gotten to finishing the basement yet. Not a big surprise. But I did expand it. We, of course, got the nether portal here. Nothing's changed in there. And up here, you just go up here. You can get up to the mine shaft from here, and it'll take you right down. Or the entrance, which I will eventually be taking this out. This whole building out. And putting something else here. I don't know yet what. But yeah. So I thought this was actually pretty cool. It's funny. I started digging out this way because the coordinates messed me up. Little did I realize that if I mine like 2 blocks here, I think it was actually 1 block. And I realized there was steps here. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Perfect. That is legitimately perfect. So it was pretty cool. But if we go back up to the trading center, we can we'll get to this area in a second. Like I said, I do want to talk more about that. This is basically all the materials. This is all miscellaneous materials. We have all the materials from the mountains that used to be there and there. Pretty much we threw them in here, and we haven't gotten around. Like you see, there's all this cobblestone. We haven't really gotten around to moving them, mainly because we don't know where to put all this cobblestone. If we make chests for this, might as well make a actual room just for cobblestone. And I may eventually go and do that. That and dirt. Well, more cobblestone than anything. But yeah. We have a few nether bricks. And then these 2 maps are actually mine. I think that's what I said I was going to make this room. Like, I'm going to go around, or I'm going to have someone else go around the world and... Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna go around, or I'll have someone else go around and collect the maps for the world. I haven't decided yet on how I'm gonna do that, but... Okay, then we have the God Lover Manor. Nothing has changed in here. It's the same. If you go up here, you got Walker's room, which Walker actually moved out. He's taking control of a secret project that I'm not going to tell you guys just yet, because he's not even on phase 1 of it yet. But yeah, he got the enchantment room, which thanks to Walker, we were able to get to level 30 here. I can show you that in a second here. Whoa. See? Level 30. I actually can get smite. And I'm actually working to get smite on my sword, so I think that's what I said it was working towards. Yeah, well. You got Michael's room here, and then you've got my room, which, while I'm in here, actually, I think I have, y'all get to see my, yeah, I think I have a smite. I'm not sure if smite can actually go on my, sword. Yeah, see, it's too expensive now. I wouldn't even know what to do now. Think I have to start crafting something else now. Throw it on something else. I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out on my own time. If we go back downstairs, I have some things I'd like to discuss. Now, I am gonna keep this to the end of the video, but there's actually something that's gonna be done with this house. This is the old trading room. Whoa. See, actually we could take that down now. Gravel. Ignore that sign. It's kind of a joke. Those chests are legitimately there for a reason. It's just we basically use those chests for holding our gravel because, as you can see, all the paths actually need gravel. So, okay. And sorry if you hear people in the background. That would be my parents. We still haven't moved the chicken pen. I will collect these eggs, though. And what I can do... Of course not. This is going to be a farm warehouse. So we basically... Oh, it was never finished, apparently. I gotta fix that. The ceiling definitely needs to be finished. Good thing I did come in here. Actually, this right here is a dead giveaway. The chest should be, like, covering the top of the ceiling there. But yeah, this... Is there anything that I put in these chests? Any of these chests? Cool. Yeah, I was begging for glass. I had to go and plunge from Walker's chest to get some sand. If I had known this was here this whole time, that'd have been perfect. I'm gonna grab those panes. Okay, well, yeah, like I said, this is a storage kind of house. We plan to put more ingredients and farming stuff and all that in there. We have the mushrooms, which last you guys knew there wasn't any mushrooms. I guess people bred a whole bunch of them. We got the regular cows. We got the multicolored sheeps. This was gonna be a rabbit pen, but I think we're just gonna be an empty pen. I don't think we. Yeah, I don't think we we were gonna go and put anything in that. And this is of course gonna be the chicken coop eventually. We apparently have another chicken over here. I don't think that's a properties chicken. But it did breed a baby chicken. So, hey. It's good for me. Alright, move on here to this very unknown building. Like, I have a whole bunch of wood in here. Um, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with this. This may just be one of those buildings that my original idea was to make this a guild building. However, we scrapped that idea, or I scrapped that idea, and this has just been sitting here since. But yeah, I think I was building this on stream one day. I can't remember, but the good thing about this, however, is you do still have a whole bunch of furnaces here, if need be. And then a whole bunch of chests. The idea, like I said, this was going to be like a guild, and this would be like the guild sharing center, you know. But like I said, I scrapped the idea. Yeah. Nothing's changed over here. These are basically here just for the purpose of that building originally. But, and we haven't moved them. I don't plan on moving them until the yeah, I don't plan on moving them until um the farm. Nothing's really changed in here. I'm slowly building it, but kind of took a break from that to actually expand the land. Oop. It's hard multitasking. Let me just say that. Got all the farms, wheat, carrot. I believe, actually no, that's carrot, that's potato. Melon farm, sugarcane farm, cacti farm. We're slowly putting glowstone in the actual ground as lighting, but this isn't how I wanted it, and I still don't want it. Eventually, it'll be changed again to glass over glowstone. I'll actually have light gray glass. I believe it's this glass, actually. Now, what y'all are probably wondering is what this building is. This building is basically going to be my new house along with Virus's and Michael's new house. Now, this leads into what we're going to use that house for. Actually, we call it a Virus Lava House, or Virus Lava Manor. I'll give you a quick tour. There's not much I can actually show, just because, one, it's not fully built, and two, there's some places that need to be kept secret from the community, and we don't want anyone knowing. It's not breaching the survival terms or anything. It's all still on survival. Everything is legitimate. It's just, yeah. We plan to have a treasury, and I don't want to give away where that's gonna be. So, like I said, this is going to be the moderator house for any moderator that chooses to live here. Walker wants a room, but this is going to be basically his second house. And we don't know what we're going to do with that house. I was thinking about cutting off the basement, because that's the biggest problem. The basement has there's connections to the basement in there. And the basement should only be accessed by a moderator. So, we haven't thought too far into it. Eventually, I'll come up with a solution, or Virus will, or we're all putting our heads together. We're thinking, or I'm thinking, about auctioning it off, but we gotta block off the basement first. You'll hear more about that later down the line. I'll put out a video about it, but for now it's just gonna stay there as the second moderator house, I guess. Uh, Plus, this house isn't finished yet, so we're actually standing on the second floor. I'm thinking of doing. I want. This is Virus's house primarily. I'm just adding touches to it. So yeah, we're slowly getting it built. Virus has a internet issue, which is why one of the reasons I've stopped pretty much streaming, because you guys don't want to hear me just talk by myself, you know. Plus, you know, there's other reasons, personal life, and also I'm planning on moving my setup into the office room. But more about that down the line again. So, we got Sting's house. Yeah, it hasn't changed. Sting's barely ever won, and you know what? That's fine. I told him long ago that's not in the way anyway, so he's fine. Actually, I just noticed he built that on top of like a little hill. That's kind of decent, you know? Anyways, so, as for the mountain, we've got most of it down up to this point here. Y'all saw a little bit of this area earlier, but basically, this will all be tree area. I don't know if I want to push that back further. I haven't really decided. Eventually, you know, I think I may have to, just because of how the wall is. Because right now, what my plans are for the wall is to actually go further back, because this, with jungle trees, this is probably not going to be enough room. So I may have to take that down more. But the wall's basically going to run past this area and around. Now, the only problem is the jungle. Remember I said I wanted to cut most of the jungle out, if not all? Well, I was looking at the jungle and I was comparing it to this. And if we get past these trees here, look how far back the jungle goes. We'd have to literally demolish the entire hill. And then some. So, I don't know. I'll figure something out. If it comes to that, I'm sure Virus won't mind helping me. Virus, if you're watching this, please let me know. Of course, like I said, he's got internet problems, so we won't be seeing him until October-ish. But yeah, basically stuck in a contract. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We can get back to... Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to mention. There's three houses that are actually missing now. One of which is Virus's. Obviously, we're building his new house now, so... Which is the big mansion. Then two others would be a person named Vinny and a person named Paul. Y'all know these two. Basically, the story goes, Vinny... Now, Paul, I don't know why I kicked him off the world. There was a reason, I just don't remember it. But Vinny basically attempted to burn down Cod Lover Manor. I kicked him the second I saw it, and then we put out the, well, I didn't kick him. I think one of my, Virus did. But I freaked out, but we put it all out, fixed up basically this small, but he did a horrible job at it. Let's put it at that. The main room that actually got affected was this room. Interestingly enough. And the stairway down to the basement. But aside from that, the upstairs was barely ever touched. The flame, like, I don't know. But we stopped it, so. But yeah, one of these blocks, I think it's actually this block. No, I don't know. One of these blocks actually has his Vinny's remains of his house. He basically did an underground house. Unfortunately, I didn't. We purged the house and then I covered it up. I didn't mark an area, but it's somewhere in this area here. And then next to him was viruses, which was like right in this area. And then back here was Paul's. Paul basically got into an argument with me, and then he said just go and delete his house, so we did. It worked out for us because actually it was like right in this area, like right here. But it worked out for us because we do have some big plans for the back of the house. I think I may have mentioned it, but just in case, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know when I'll be streaming again, officially. This is a little off schedule. Like, I created that schedule, and then I basically like ended up totally ignoring the schedule, and then all this caught up with me. So, I'll eventually get back on schedule, but for now, just stay tuned. If you're interested in more, please drop a like. I think this is the first. I don't know how it's gonna be when we actually get exported onto YouTube, but from the way that Wisebot is showing it, the stream actually looks pretty decent. And that's interesting because it's like 200 megabits per second or some shit. Or 200, I don't know what it is. It's really low quality because for some reason Twitch doesn't like Fios or something. I don't know. But definitely leave a like down below. Support me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe for more. Twitter, Facebook, links in the description. I haven't posted much recently, but once I get back into my setup, I will be posting more often to that. So please check that out. Otherwise, until next time, this is Sean4225 signing off. Peace.